Greetings, greetings, peace, Habari, and welcome to Kiy NY007. Peace, peace. How y'all doing? I hope all is well. All is well with me. Welcome to, I'm Kai for Kiy NY007. Welcome to my channel. We'll be getting started short. Also, while you come in, feel free to hit that like button and get some polydactyl cats to help. Look at all those toe beans. Hit that like, hit that like, hit that like. Again, welcome to Kiy NY007. I'm going to pull up my thumbnail because we're going to be talking this Sunday, which is chocolate. I call it Chocolate Sunday Sundays. Now, a lot of times I talk about things to do with intimacy, stuff like that. So it's just like a smoothed out vibe for Sundays, you know. So with this, what I want to show, let me check my audio real quick also. It's something that just occurred a couple of days ago. I saw on Piers Morgan's show again. This time he has Mark Lamont Hill, who I saw, I believe the very first time they were together was back 10 years ago. Then to the other side of Mark Lamont Hill is Lord Jamar. He's a former rapper of the group Brand Nubian, and he is a 5%er. You know, he speaks on Black issues, things like that. Now, my last live, you see here, I have Piers Morgan on there also. Now, he was on here for having Jaguar Wright and Choke No Joke on there, running their mouth and, you know, telling lies. So now I want to talk about his latest interview the other day. Oh, and also, who was on there? Candace Owens, of course. So, you got them on there. What I'm going to do is get right into showing the clip that comes from that last interview they did. So now he's actually apologizing. So that was interesting. I was like, I didn't even get to go in on you, Lord Jamar. I grew up to Brand Nubian. I like the group. I'm actually going to play some of the instrumental and let that flow in the background to their song Slow Down. Lord Jamar has done a lot of things. He's done some things to do with movies. I'm going to show too. I'm going to share screen from Menace to Society. He did a song for their soundtrack. Let me see. So I'm going to pull that up right now. As you see right here, his song was called Lick Them Motherfuckers, written by Lord Jamar. Side X. We got other people too, performed by Brand Nubian, T. Perry, DJ Sincere. So we got that. I'll show a picture of him too. These are just some pictures. I want to at least brief on him and like who he is. He's one of the first ones to do it for hip hop, coming out of is he from the Bronx? I'm trying to remember. Did I say Bronx? Bronx, New York. Brand Nubian, we got Grand Puba. And what did I just say? I just said who the other one was, but no. Oh my goodness! Like I said, 5%ers. Said I X, right? I said his name. All right, what I'm gonna do right now is get right into the clip of what I wanted to really discuss with this and his apology. So we could start by his apology, and then we'll go on what he's apologizing for. My whole stance is that Lord Jamar, he's a decent speaker and everything, but some things is just not for everyone to speak on. And I wish he would just work on communicating better with his own channel if he wants it to grow, instead of now depending on, once again, Caucasian networks. And Piers Morgan played him too with the clip that he showed. But let's just get right into the actual footage from the time that they hooked up to talk about all this that's going on.
You'd have to see what happens.
Well, let me just move to the stuff that went viral with you, Lord Jamar. This is your stuff about Kamala Harris. Which, are you surprised about the amount of pickup that got?
Played him with this clip though. I don't know why.
A little bit, yeah, but not really, because I think people are a little shocked that someone like me, you know, from a group brand Nubian that they feel is pro-Black, why would I come out in support of Donald Trump or go against a Kamala Harris who they are trying to put up as a Black woman, and I don't see him.
Well, let me. I'm going to play first of all the Barack Obama clip, and then I'm going to play the clip that you said in response to it. Let's play the two.
And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for it.
And now I want to play the clip from Lord Jamar talking about that.
Well, I feel that she's so bad that guess what? I might just go around and vote for Trump. And this is my first time saying this out loud. But y'all think you're going to shame somebody or bully into voting for this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And now you're going to make me be Mr. Anti. You keep coming at me with this bullshit. You keep coming at me talking about, oh, it's a shame that you're not supporting a Black woman. She's not Black.
Now, Mark, you know, let me ask you honestly, Mark, if this had been the other way around, if this had been, hang on, Jamar, Lord Jamar, I'll come to you in a sec. I just want to get their reaction to what we've just played because it's gone viral, as I said. But Mark, you know, if it had been the other way around, if you had a former white president saying you've got to vote for Trump if you're white, you'd have gone absolutely nuts. So why is it okay for Barack Obama to order Black people to vote for Kamala Harris, given how unpopular she currently is to the extent where Trump is ahead in 5 of the 7 swing states? Why should they?
So a couple of things. First, no one should vote for anybody based on identity politics. You should never vote for somebody because
so Obama's wrong.
Black. Right? Yeah, Obama's wrong. I mean, I didn't vote for him.
I love that.
Oh, Obama's wrong. Yeah, Obama's wrong. Yeah, so...
You know, you look at these goofies, see how they're cheering him on? They love that. Why do you love the fact that he don't like Obama? Barack Obama, like, why is that? Why is that something? Let's get slow down in here because Lord Jamar needed to slow down. He really did. I'm not shocked, but I'm a little surprised to see him on Piers Morgan's show. Piers Morgan brought him on the show because he knows that he called Kamala Harris the B word. He called her a bitch. He only wanted to run that clip. That's all he wanted to do. Now, somebody could let me know if it played because I didn't hear it play. So hang on. Let me go back or forward just a bit because that's what he wanted to play. He showed that when he was on the show and that he called her out of her name. Towards the end, Mark Lamont Hill, which I'm going to show, he started getting on Lord Jamar for saying that, for calling her the B word. And then he came to apologize. When he apologized, I wondered, was he going to say it just to Kamala or is he saying it to women in general? Because sometimes he will let the B word fly. But it seems like he's changing up his act now that he's on Piers Morgan. So y'all let me know. Is it just me? I can't be. Let's go.
There's other reasons for it.
And now I want to play the clip from Lord Jamar talking about that.
Well, I feel that she's so bad that guess what? I might just go around and vote for Trump. And this is my first time saying this out loud. But y'all think you're going to shame somebody or bully into voting for this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And now you're gonna make me be Mr. Anti. You keep coming at me with this bullshit. You keep coming at me talking about, oh, it's a shame that you're not supporting a black woman. She's not black.
Now, Mark, you know, let me ask you honestly, Mark, if this had been the other way around.
My bad, I was on mute. Mark Lamont Hill gets on Lord Jamar for saying that about Kamala Harris, that she's not black, but he's saying she doesn't represent black. She doesn't, she, what a lot of us have been saying, she's using it for convenience, and that's why we're saying that. Now I want to get to that part. Hang on. What do you call that out?
Well, listen, first of all, the platform I was on was a different kind of platform. We was, you know what I mean?
Saying you've got to vote for Trump if you're.
I think Obama's wrong for several reasons in that video, but Obama's not arguing that you should vote for Kamala Harris because she's black. He's arguing you should vote for them because you're black. In other words, she best represents your interests. I've been in the hood.
Also, that comment that you're showing me was not in.
I don't want to interrupt Candace. I know Candace got stuff to say. I want to hear Candace. I'm sorry. She is black, and you're being particularly hypocritical, bro.
She's not.
Bro, you've been real hypocritical.
Let me clear two things up. First of all, Pierce, you had a guest on named VJ or something that said I never voted or something like that. I don't know where he pulled that out his ass from, but yes, I have. I actually voted for Obama the first time around. I got caught in that nonsense. But also, that comment that you're showing me was not in response to what Obama said. I said that prior to Obama coming out trying to be the father of, you know, black men and all this type of stuff.
Right.
But it was it sounded like it went with it.
It did, yeah.
But in response, listen, Barry, you're not our father, and we're not going to just.
And I fully reject it.
Okay, Mark, I just want to play you a quick clip of Kamala Harris talking to Roland Martin, listing all the reasons Trump is dangerous for black people. I'll get your response.
He is not looking out for folks when he was a landlord and would not rent to black families.
First, I didn't say you said it. I said what they said. So first, the question of qualification. First, Jamar said again, she only had one job in this border. That's just not true, right? That's not the only.
She was the border czar.
Vice president's lots of jobs.
And now
I'm disagreeing with the claim that she had one job, not that she didn't have that job.
She was given specific responsibility for the border, and now everyone's rushing to pretend she wasn't. The same people who literally called her the border czar on liberal shows.
I'm not disagreeing with that point.
They didn't.
Okay.
What other public job did she have? Like, they kept her in the background for a reason, for a very long time.
Who's the president pro tem? Who's the president pro tem of the Senate? President pro tem of the Senate. Kamala Harris, right? Who's the domestic policy advisor? Kamala Harris. I can name 10 things that she does other than that, but I don't want to make it about that. My point is that there's lots of reasons to criticize Kamala Harris, but to frame her as unqualified.
Okay,
again,
that's a fair point. She's not unqualified.
She's qualified.
Okay.
You just might think she's going to make the wrong choices. My next point that she's not black. The next point that she's not. Let me talk about her blackness.
No, Marco, jump in. We run out of time. Candace has to go.
Is the biggest point.
Okay, go on, make your big point quickly.
Let's talk about her blackness, please. Talk about the black experience.
Real quick. Two quick points.
Quick, Mark, quick, because Candace has to go.
The blackness point is what's crazy here to me, right? First of all, the idea that she puts on, they're not personalities, they're codes, and black people code switch from place to place. Wait till you hear me talk to my accountant later. Wait till you hear me talk to my agent later, like, yo, why'd you put me on Pierce? Just kidding. Wait till I talk to the people at the local soul food spot. They all gonna be different. Wait till I say peace to the gods and earths in New York. It's gonna be a different conversation. Black people talk differently. When someone says that's my aunt, they're not lying because they don't have shared blood. Black people call people auntie. That's fictive kinship. That is blackness. experience. Going to Howard is a Black experience. Pledging AKA is a Black experience. And lastly, Jamar, for somebody who is a 5%er who believes that, and I respect your belief, but to believe that the Black man is the Asiatic Black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the father of the civilization, the God of the universe, who came from North America by himself from Saudi Arabia. You believe that person is Black? But somebody who went to Howard,
went in on him.
Come on, bro.
Okay, I'm going to leave the final word to Candace before we.
Now she does her British accent, and she doesn't even do that quite well at all. I mean, you do lay down with a Brit every night, and that's the best you can do with an accent, Candace Owens. My gosh. So anyway, he went in on him. I want to show something else too. Now I thought of my song too, because he was another Vladdy baby. DJ Vlad has his channel on here, which most people know, his Culture Vulture channel. Lord Jamar used to go on his channel till he stopped because of the incident with Vlad not wanting to apologize for the statements he made against Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I am in agreement. I unsubscribed. I should have been unsubscribed. I didn't understand what's the point of his channel. Why do some people of certain ethnic backgrounds only want to talk to other ethnic backgrounds? That's a disorder in itself. Just like dating. If that's all you do, you have a disorder. Back to this. I didn't realize my son had stepped in, so he put his nose in it. I want to see what I'm going to share screen. I want to see what he has to say about it. So of course he's probably going to come at Lord Jamar. Let me see. Forgotten.
How come you think she Black? Well, when did it be cool for you to just disrespect a woman because you don't agree with them? When did we just start getting on this internet just saying anything? Y'all taking this internet shit too far. Like this internet is making you go against the man that you are. The man that I know you to be, King. This shit don't even coincide with who you are.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous.
It was nothing real about that. It's not nothing. The God, I don't even know how the gods ain't call you in, because this goes against everything the gods and the earth represent.
I agree with him on that. It's just I lost some respect for my son when I saw him crying like a bee himself over Vlad. Yeah, I didn't forget that. I didn't forget that you were crony for DJ Vlad, and even as a Black man you are, and you speak to the Black people, you say, and stuff like that. But I do remember you, sir, crying like a baby when you had to end your friendship with DJ Vlad. Nobody forced you to end your friendship with DJ Vlad. You should have felt the need to. See, that's when I know how righteous a Black man is too, because he's going to have a feeling on the inside. And that's what's going to help guide him when he's there. He don't have to have a whole bunch of people jumping on his back to show him which way to go. See, my son is different. What he's saying in this, though, I do agree with when it comes to Lord Jamar. This goes against what they represent and what they say. So to be calling women, and particularly Black women out their name, or women in general calling them bitches, doesn't align with that. Where is that in any parts of the cipher? Where does that go? So I'm feeling what he's saying, but these are two African-American men that persistently went on DJ Vlad's show, knowing how he does, seeing that people was getting locked up left and right, whether they were supposed to or not. They got very comfy with that Jewish man, Vladimir. That's my point with that. It took him a long time to break off with him too. That's part of my point with that. So it's interesting that now he wants to step up and say, but to be honest, this is what's needed. And sometimes G's need to check other G's. Mark Lamont Hill checked him right on the show like he did. And I think it was deserving. But I just saw this too, just before I went live. I appreciate y'all coming through. If you like anything you're hearing, I have different things on my channel. Please consider subscribing, hit the like button. You can give it some time, but I think if you need to participate or hit like, or, you can keep swiping on. I'm not being mean. I'm just being real. That's how I need to do with my analytics. But I'm Kiy NY007, and your thoughts are welcome here. Now let's see his apology that he just did a day ago.
Need to slow down.
Yes, I understand your criticism of me. And all I can say is, pardon me, I'm offering my apology, and, you know, in the future, I will not speak of her in such a way, whether I disagree with her or not, and, you know, attempt to not speak about any women in such a way, to be honest. Again, my apologies.
That dog snoring your ass.
She is Madam Vice President, whether we like it or not, and that's how she should be addressed. Peace and love. Peace. It's Lord Jamar.
So this was Lord Jamar's apology after all of that.
Fire for calling Kamala Harris out of her name.
So he called her a bitch. So he called her the B word, right? I was surprised too. I said, okay, he apologized. He felt disrespected. A lot of us feel disrespected by Kamala Harris. Those of us that are, you know, paying attention, which is free to do, by the way. So yeah, Lord Jamar needed to slow down. Let's go back to the instrumental. But if I felt like Mark Lamont Hill had a lot to do with him wanting to apologize, because he addressed the issue right then and there and he nipped it in the butt. Y'all agree? You know, I feel like that is the way to do it. We don't have to do everything on camera, though. I still would say that. I still feel that way. But at least, you know, he talked to him. He's like, man, you don't have to talk to her. You don't have to talk about Kamala Harris like that. You know, I get it. You don't agree with her. I called her a B word in the privacy of my own home, and it slipped out my mouth. And I was talking to myself, which I have a right to do. I have a right to say it to people too, but that's not my style. And then I thought to myself, are you that disgusted with her that you look at her as a B? And I'm like, no, I'm disgusted with her, but I don't have to call her out her name. You know, I don't like that she's playing with the race of Black people for votes, and it's tit for tat now, and we're playing too many games. So I despise that of anyone. But he didn't have to go there, but at least he did apologize. I'm wondering how women feel about that. Because not only did he apologize to Kamala, he apologized to women in general. He said he's going to watch how he speaks, you know, on females.
And as a man, I'm going to admit when I was wrong and that I did cross the line. Yes, I shouldn't have called her the names that I called her. And after watching it myself, it definitely was cringeworthy. And I would like to just extend my apologies to her and all those that felt offended by my comments.
He had to slow down, slow down. So I say it was appreciated because he could have just kept it pushing. He apologized about it, so that's good. Because I had just a little bit to say about that. And then this morning, like I said, I realized he apologized. Over 20 people are here. Please feel free to hit the like, subscribe, or you can chime in. You may not agree with what I'm saying, or if you do agree, your thoughts are welcome and encouraged to be shared here. It's Kiy NY007. So we got that out the way. And yes, the numbers go up and down. It's some weird stuff. When I address the audience, it goes away. When I don't, it pops up. Sometimes if I turn music on and dance a little bit, the numbers go, you know, I'm not playing y'all games. So anyway, the truth is still going to get out, whether you get it away or not, whether it's the platform and or the people. The mighty ones are going to come through. So with Lord Jamar, like I said, he apologized. So that's that for that part. But what I wanted to do was talk a little more about 5%ers, what it represents, how some of us feel about the situation. So to be a little bit of politics, but feelings in it too, because how can you not feel when it's about you and your race of people? Now, there's points in time where most of the time we speak and we don't want feelings in it, but it's understandable when it comes to race and politics. And I put in the title, race clout chasing and race baiting going wrong, because it did go wrong. I feel like Lord Jamar came on the show really because, you know, he wants to grow his channel. He has a lot of subscribers, but everyone wants more numbers when they do their work and put it up. Everyone wants to get more out of platforms if they can, and they join with other platforms, and that's a good way of networking. But see, you're being used, you're being puppeteered by Piers Morgan, from what I can see. He could have played any video clip of Lord Jamar, but he wanted to play the clip where he was aggressively attacking Kamala Harris, vice president, and former President Barack Obama. So you got to know what you're doing on these shows. You got to understand what angle they're coming from, because they want to make their narrative. See, some of them going on the show thinking that they just going to have a narrative and run with it. It's not going to work like that sometimes, but it's got to work in the favor of the people at the top. He brought you on there to have you drag your own people that are in politics. And then he watched y'all begin to drag each other. See, that's playful for Piers Morgan and people like him, Candace Owens and people like her. It's playtime for them. You went on the show. Then he had to let you know in front of all of America, because you wanted to be in front of all of America, right? Yeah, well, yeah, I caught her that. But then he was like, but I mean, you know, that there's context to it. He had his little button-up shirt on. He unbuttoned a couple of buttons and everything. Yeah, I noticed you want to let your skin out. I ain't mad at you. Do it. He went on there because he wanted all of America to see him, but all of America got to see you. When he went on there, he got a little fixed up, made sure he had his clean shave. He didn't have his Dutch in his hand like he does constantly on YouTube. One more time. He didn't have that weed in his hand like he does constantly on YouTube and whoever he interviews with. But no, not on Piers Morgan. Let me clean up my act. But he still didn't slow down enough. So you got called out on the show so much that you went on Instagram to apologize after you just stood on business of what you said about Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yes, I understand your criticism of me, and all I can say is pardon me. I'm offering my apology, and, you know, in the future,
But at least he did apologize.
I will not speak of her in such a way, whether I disagree with her or not, and, you know, attempt to not speak about any women.
By the way, he has a snoring pit bull. I've been watching him. I've been watching him for a few years, right when he was still on Vlad, and I was breaking away from Vlad myself. And then I saw what happened. And then him and comedian Godfrey left the Vlad show, which was a great move to make until, you know, the proper amends are made. He has a snoring dog. And then sometimes he gets mad at the dog or yell at his pit bull. You know what annoys me? Humans that have pets and they don't want them to be a pet. Humans that have animals, mammals, whatever you have, and then when they be themselves, y'all don't like it. Like, if y'all don't cut that out, most men snore. And I know it's a lot of y'all here, y'all being quiet. But a lot of y'all snore in y'all sleep.
Again, my apology.
Y'all snore a lot. Sometimes you sound like y'all about to die. I thought to myself, let some of us, people that think like me when I'm being silly, go ahead and do something wrong and you go on and go to sleep. I might have to help put you out your misery. No, I'm playing, but y'all snore so loud. Y'all be mad at the dog snoring. Men, you guys snore like, I don't know, like you might have to get surgery done or have something. Some people just snore way too loud, and it's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of y'all. Y'all can run if y'all want to. When y'all go to sleep tonight, you're going to be keeping somebody up, whether I joke about it or not. Y'all got some loud nostril lungs or whatever. That diaphragm part that's coming out. All right, let me go back and I'm gonna see if y'all hit that thumbs up too. That helps y'all, and it helps me to know, you know, y'all understanding, y'all can comprehend what I'm saying. Y'all could get more active in the chat, but I know that'll come. Sometimes I get chatty patties. I'm like, all right, cool. Then other times y'all just be coming through, just sitting there taking up seats. Hit the like button, y'all. And I appreciate it. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but it's appreciated. Got my polydactyl cats helping and everything. Again, it's Kiy NY007. I talk about things to do with the community, things to do with spirituality at times, our energies, and things to do with astros. I call it astros. It has to do with astronomy and astrology. And what else was it? Oh, sometimes things to do with intimacy, stuff like that. I don't have that going on sometimes too as well. Certain days. Today is Sunday, so I do my chocolate Sundays, I call it. And how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is well. All right. Okay, so we'll get back into it. I want to show some more from the interview they had. This was from the interview with Piers Morgan. What is it? Uncensored. Okay.
Code switching is normal in the Black community, Piers. I'm going to speak to you like this because this would be.
I didn't say that.
And they're not doing it with random. The person has, I would imagine. Can just back to you.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring up a friend of mine, James O'Keefe, who got braided by the feds and had guns pointed at him over a diary.
It's Lord Jamar, who we interviewed recently about Diddy, and who went viral this week with his comments on Kamala Harris, which I'll come to in a moment. But Lord Jamar, first of all, you've been listening to this.
Man, why he had to bring up Diddy? Did he bring up Diddy, y'all? Yeah, he mentioned them. Let's finish that.
Debate we've been having. What is your view about where we are with this Diddy scandal?
It's been quite a debate. I'm not surprised with everything that's going on with Diddy. I do feel his peers should speak out, Black, white, or indifferent. What he's done, what he's being accused of doing is reprehensible, and we need to speak out about it.
Do you think he's coming out of prison, or is that it for him?
I don't know. It looks bad for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he doesn't seem like the type that would do well in prison, in my mind. If he was really forced to have to do some time, I don't know if he's built for that. So you'd have to see what happens.
Well, let me just move to the stuff that went viral with you, Lord Jamar. This is your stuff about Kamala Harris, which, are you surprised about the amount of pickup that got?
A little bit, yeah. But not really, because I think people are a little shocked that someone like me, from a group brand Nubian that they feel is pro-Black, why would I come out in support of Donald Trump?
He's right that a lot of people may wonder that too. I've been listening to him for some time now, like I was just stating. So I get where he's coming from with the statements that he does make. The 5%er nation has been referred to as a nation of gods and earths. Afro-American, they call it nationalist movement, influenced by Islam. It was big in New York. It still is in areas throughout New York City, upstate too. And it offered a sense of self and a sense of empowerment, being a Black person. So there's a lot of things that I idolize about the beliefs. I don't know all of it though, to be honest, but I know some of it, and I know that Lord Jamar is one of those people. But I have to say that lately he's just been out of pocket to me. He's been going too far with the things he says. He's getting momentum, and with gaining momentum, when you already have a platform you wanted to grow, like many of us, sometimes when you're getting momentum, you are encouraged to keep going with it. You cuss someone out, the crowd loves it, so you're encouraged to keep going with it. You saying stuff that's just a little too much out the way, but you're encouraged to keep going with it. So we have that going on too. Now I like Lord Jamar, but I just don't like the routes that he's been taking. Some of it lately. Um, he does spark up controversy. He's a person that has his theories on the Earth being flat, and then other things. And then some people might look at him as a black nationalist, sorta, but he isn't anyway. But I'll show a little more of that. And then if you have any thoughts regarding this, Piers Morgan, how he's going about his show, if you have any thoughts on that, put it in the live chat. If you're someone that catches the replay, feel free to leave a comment there too. That does help the channel, and it just gains us to have some dialogue for this to ourselves. Some of this, I think, is good to have. It's good to have the conversation at least. But then, like, some of it is like they're going far, and I just don't want to keep seeing, like it seems like African Americans keep getting the short end of the stick, or looking like they're being too buffoonish at times and too coonish.
Or go against a Kamala Harris, who they are trying to put up as a black woman, and I don't see it.
Well, let me. I'm going to play first of all the Barack Obama clip, and then I'm going to play the clip that you said in response to it. Let's play the two.
And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for it.
And now I want to play the clip from Lord Jamar talking about that.
Well, I feel that she's so bad that guess what? I might just go around and vote for Trump. And this is my first time saying this out.
I'm sorry, it's funny to me a little bit. So that's where that's going. Then we seen his apology that he did just the following day later. So we got that going on. Feel free to share your thoughts. Do you feel that Lord Jamar is going too far, or do you feel like, no, this does need to be discussed? Do you feel that we should have some type of etiquette, some type of way that we are still speaking of each other and to each other, even in heated debates when it comes to politics? Because it seems like it touches a touchy spot in all of us, whether we want to admit it or not. So that's just my take on it. I think he needed to slow down. So he may be slowing down some from here on. We'll see. Appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate if y'all hit the like button. It doesn't jump out and bite you. I do sometimes, but the like button won't do that. So you get different things here. If you see something you like or holds your interest, if you're taking up a seat where your warm body is warming up the chair, I think you could at least hit like. Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you sure, motherfucker? That's
And hope to see y'all back. Yep, it's an open chat room. So whether you catch the live, and you can chat live or the replay. And again, who was it? Oh, just recently, my son, he raps sometime every 3 years. He does some kind of rapping. Now he was addressing Lord Jamar also. So in that sense, it's good to see people coming out, at least stepping up to remind everyone to at least show each other some more respect. We can have the conversation, but just more respectfully.
you, motherfucker. Find your time. You talk to me. I'll slap you, you idiot. Get out of here. Get out of here. You bang your bloody word.
Yeah. If you want to go, then you go to hill and go down. Why you get fired? Yes, why? Are you crazy? You're fucking. You are fucking. You fucking. You bloody.
And Saturdays are kind of chill, very chill. Look at all those thumbs. Y'all could hit that thumbs up. Y'all know that some channels are more entertaining than others. Here, I try to give some entertainment, some information, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but things that do matter. Y'all could at least hit the like button for that. But it is what it is. And I'll be wrapping this up. No one's joining in the convo. I think I said most of what I want to say. Yeah, I bring good luck too. I don't believe in bad luck. Hope y'all having a good day. And take care.
Fucking bloody bastard. Benchwood bloody. You bloody.
Hey, what are you saying? Don't talk to me like this.
Did you abuse
Don't.
me, you
Hey, don't fuck with me. Hey, hey, you bastard. Get your bloody god.
Get out of the bloody god. Get out of here.
Oh, oh, oh,
Get out of here.
oh.
Did you abuse me?
Don't abuse me.
I'll have to
All right, so again, that concludes my Chocolate Sundays. More puppeteering from the Piers Morgan show, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. We've seen, and his channel's called Yanamin. I have to put it, I have it in the description. He might have just, it should still be Yanamin. So that's right here too on YouTube. Lord Jamar. Then we have Mark Lamont Hill. He had a show. He was on the Griot also. That got shut down. And it's interesting because I think the nail in the coffin was him bringing Amanda Seales' blonde-headed bimbo ass on his show. So when he brought her on there, the show ended. Now what is she, a comedian, and she's an actress too, but mostly she does stand-up comedy. But she talks highly against Black men, especially African American men. So I have a distaste for Miss Amanda Seales. But she probably sealed the deal on him losing his channel. So if you notice that, you can go back and look. That was his last interview. His best last interview was when he interviewed who was it? Honorable former Judge Joe Brown. And then we also had Candace Owens, and she said what she wanted to say on there too. And I'll just close out with some of their convo. Metro. Thanks. Peace. Thanks for coming through. At least y'all, I guess, did that. But it's good to give back. If you come in getting food from somewhere, you're getting something from people, infotainment, something, show some support. All right. Peace. So yeah, like I was saying, Lorenzo, aka Lord Jamar, Lorenzo, De Hollis, you need to slow down, like your song from the 90s. Slow it down a bit. You don't got to chase it. You'll get the clout that you deserve. Just watch what you're doing because you're being set up. And that's exactly what he did when he brought you on his show. Piers Morgan. He knew what he was doing. And I'm out.
I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for it.
And now I want to play the clip from Lord Jamar talking about that.
Well, I feel that she's so bad that guess what? I might just go around and vote for Trump. And this is my first time saying this out loud. But y'all think you're going to shame somebody or bully into voting for this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And now you're going to make me be Mr. Anti. You keep coming at me with this bullshit.
Dog snoring your ass.
Madam Vice President, whether we like it or not. And that's how she should be addressed. Peace and love. Peace. Slow Jamar. Kamala Harris out of her name. Yes, I understand your criticism of me. And all I can say is pardon me. I'm offering my apology. And, in the future, I will not speak of her in such a way, whether I disagree with her or not.
By the way, you can catch me particularly, like I said, on Sundays, 9 a.m. Eastern in America, and 12 noon. 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern. Okay, 12 is Sundays, and Wednesdays. Unless something really is popping, maybe I can come on another day too. I have some updates to do too for the trials coming up, and just some other things that we can find interesting to tap into with the Astros. All right, again, it's Kiy NY007. Thanks. Peace.
Don't abuse me.